Welcome back everyone to another market review for E-mini NASDAQ. Today is October 29, Tuesday, and ahead of that ICT Silver Bullet session for the AM, we did have some high impact news which drove price completely higher the whole morning. Also, DXY was also going up the whole morning, which posed a little bit of an issue for me. I'm going to show you guys that one once we go to the lower time frames, but starting on the daily time frame here, I was mainly looking for shorts actually this morning. We have that new week opening gap here that we talked about on the last video. Also, I was looking to see if possibly maybe during that ICT macro, that 1050 to 1110 macro, we were going to see the consequent encroachment of this premium wick maybe cause price to go down. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. As you can see here, price is rejecting, the body is staying below it. But the smaller time frames just didn't really pose any kind of setup. So I stayed on the sidelines going in for the morning. And here I'm on the 5-minute chart. And as we can see here, remember, as I said before, we were above that minute opening price. So we're in a deep premium. And also something else to notice, we're above that 10 a.m. opening price. Also, we're above that 9:30 equities opening price. So if you really think about it, we're above the minute opening price, 10 a.m. opening price, and the US equities opening price. So that's a triple premium if you really think about it that way, where you don't want to really be chasing any of this higher. I did like how we had this really clean draw for the buy side liquidity on London high, and we also have some other minor draws as well. But like I always say in my videos, my model states that I can't be a buyer if I'm above minute open, especially if we're also above the 10 a.m. opening price. I'm trying to buy in a premium, which really I don't want to do. The probabilities of success are going to be a lot lower if I were to, let's say, for example, buy down here below that 10 a.m. opening price and below the minute opening price. Something else to note is we also see a possible major target on this macro level. With these highs up here being a little clean, price might be drawing towards that. We're also leaving sort of a low resistance liquidity environment with really only recent price action posing maybe a possible issue for price going down a little slower. But I do kind of like this. We're just keep building up more into a premium. And notice how we're not taking any sell side. We did take, the current day sell side, which was that midnight low. But other than that, we haven't done really, anything else. And that's why I was saying before that I'm not really looking to be, bullish chasing this any higher. And here on the 1-minute chart, as we can see here, here's that minor draw that I talked about earlier. I also sent in the Discord what I was looking for in the morning before and after the session. But again, I really like the consolidation first at the beginning. The only main issue was, like I said, we went down, we came back up, sort of this minor consolidation. We broke away from it, and I was expecting sort of at least a reversal either here or at least slightly above it once we tapped into that fair value gap. But as we can see here, we broke back down. It just went back into a minor discount. Let's say if you were to use a Fibonacci range, and then we went back up, and then we just continue to build in more and more of a premium. So if you look at this closely, all these lows are not being taken at all. So that to me is just price, engineering liquidity. Market makers are engineering more and more liquidity. Again, retail is probably chasing this higher. All these buy stops here also, they're being taken, but again, no sell stops. We're leaving a lot of sell stops behind, and retail is looking to chase all this, and their stop losses are going to be below every low, which we haven't taken them at all. So most likely for that afternoon or the Asia session, we should be able to see some kind of reversal going in. If not, we also have tomorrow, because remember, this is NFP week, also the week before elections. So conditions aren't going to be the greatest overall. So definitely you want to keep risk minimal, as I said before in the previous video, and, really engage price action with a really open eye. So here I'm on the daily chart for DXY, and I'm going to explain to you guys in a little second as to why I had a problem with DXY. It started with yesterday as well, since remember we built into that deep discount, and today we were actually good in the sense where DXY was moving up. It's building in higher into a premium, which I did want to see, because if I'm bearish on NASDAQ, I want to see DXY go up. But when they both move together with one another, that's automatic low probability scenarios. So I think I explained that in a couple videos back, to where if both DXY and NASDAQ or any other type of asset that's cross correlated with DXY, for example, usually you want to see them not move, with each other. Always you want to try to see them move against each other in a divergence fashion. In the case of today, they were actually both moving together, which again poses an issue for a lower probability scenario, which you never want to see. But breaking down the levels that I did have this old new day opening gap that we talked about, I believe, in the previous video. I also had the consequent encroachment of this wick to see if price maybe wanted to build up higher, taking out more of these equal highs here. I also had the current new day opening gap as well going in, but again, overall, DXY was going up, but the issue that was posed was that NASDAQ was also going up at the same time. So I don't really like to see when they both correlate one another. Rather, I want to see them divert from one another. And here I'm on the 1 minute chart here. And if you guys remember from the previous video, I talked about how we were trading into a discount pretty much the whole day. You can see this here on Monday. So I was looking to be bullish, actually, going in for today as well as Asia from yesterday. And again, today we actually do the same thing once more. We go all the way below midnight open, trading back into a deep discount. And also take note of that 10 a.m. opening price. We're trading below 10 a.m. opening price, trading into a discount as well. So again, you have also the midnight open coupled with that 10 a.m. opening price, you have a double discount. And then we see DXY trade up, trading back up into this premium above that midnight opening price and that 10 a.m. opening price. But unfortunately, we didn't get that divergence with NASDAQ. I always say that you want to see them move divergent from one another, not together. And in this case today, they were moving together. But like I said, the right now with elections and NFP, it's something that you want to be very wary of and careful. So really with this last week of October, it's engaging very, very carefully and being wary of how you're, placing yourself in the markets and how you're seeing it and the perspective that you're giving it overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed this market review. Please be sure to comment down below, like and subscribe. Also join the Discord. It's completely free. It's going to be in the description below. And I'll catch you guys in the next market review. Peace.